Tonight, on a very special 2-hour Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Good morning, Piestewa family!
A family that served their country for generations.
My number came up during the Vietnam War.
Their daughter's dream, to honor her parents with a new home.
She said she was going to build us a big house and come back and live with us.
But Lori didn't make it. She was the first woman to be killed in Iraq.
Her best friend was rescued, determined to make good on a vow.
Lori and I had made a pact with each other. We would take care of each other's families.
The Extreme Makeover design team has just 7 days to honor Lori's spirit.
She's part Hopi and lived on Navajo land.
And the spirit of generations of her fellow Americans.
We want to honor that. We want to tell her story, and we're going to make her dream come true.
One dream home.
This land is magical.
And a veterans center.
We only have 3 days.
1 week.
Let's make it happen!
One very special guest designer.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
This is a special 2-hour Extreme Makeover, the Home Edition.
And the renovation starts right now. All right, the gang's all here. We got ourselves a very crowded bus, and that's probably a really good thing because we're about to take on the biggest project we've ever tried to take on. Wow. So we've assembled, well, the biggest group of designers we've ever had. And we also have a very special guest. Guys, say hello to Private Jessica Lynch.
Thank you.
So you probably remember Jessica from the news. While she was serving in Iraq, her convoy was ambushed and she was captured. She was eventually rescued by the Special Forces, and everybody in America heard her story. But there's a story that not everyone's heard. And it's a story about her best friend, her roommate, a proud Native American by the name of Lori Piestewa. On March 23rd, 2003, Lori and Jessica were part of a convoy that was transporting supplies. Suddenly their Humvee was struck by a rocket grenade. Jessica survived long enough to be rescued. Lori did not. Guys, Lori Piestewa was the first American woman to die in the Iraq War.
She was an amazing woman and an amazing soldier, but you know, she was also an amazing single mom of 2 young children. Before everything happened, me and Lori made a pact with each other that if anything happened to one another, that we would take care of each other's family. And you know, that's why I'm nominating them, is to help them out. And I think with the help of you guys, we can make this happen.
That's great.
Great.
Very nice.
For the design team, we're heading to Tuba City, Arizona, onto the reservation to meet Lori's parents and her kids. Take a look at this.
I'm Terry.
I'm Percy.
I'm Brandy. I'm 6-year-old. I'm Carla. I'm 5 years old.
Brandon and Carla are our grandchildren, and they're with us because they lost their mother in Iraq just after the war started in 2003.
It's been 2 years now, and it still hurts quite a bit. And I think it's because my grandkids are going to grow up without a mother.
Lori's parents have been taking care of her kids. After Lori's death, they took him in permanently, and they've been raising him in a mobile home on the reservation. But it's in bad shape.
A trailer wasn't built to live in for a long period of time. And we don't have the money to do anything because we live from payday to payday, both of us. And we try to give our grandkids what they need.
That's a beautiful mom, and she looks just like you, huh?
She got my eyes.
Yes, she does have your eyes. You have beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
her dream was to make their life better, to build a house for her family, and to make sure her kids had a better life.
She always wanted to take care of us whenever we grew old, and to have a house built so we all could stay in it.
We lost our daughter, but we only hope that our families and our friends don't have to deal with what we did. Because it's hard. And it's tough. It's tough, but... What, sweetie? My baby girl. What, sweetie?
It was very moving to experience this with Jessica.
You know, she was there, and so she went through the same thing Lori went through. She survived.
I'm so glad you made it. It's just tough losing your best friend.
You guys had a pact. You're holding up your end of the deal. That's awesome.
What would have Lori told you right now? What would she have said right now?
To stop crying and quit being a girl.
Trying to do everything I can to get this family the best that they can. Lori's dream was to have her family all back together in one big house so that they could live together and be happy and just have that family together.
So guys, this week, we're going to make Lori Piestewa's dreams come true. So what do you say? Can we do this?
Oh, yes. We're doing it.
Guys, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you guys do this?
Yes.
Good morning, Piestewa family! Terry, Percy, Brandon, Carl! Wake up and come on out here!
Look at who's here! Oh, my God.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, good, good.
So listen, I brought a platoon full of designers. Michael, Eduardo, Ed, Preston, Paul, Connie, and Paige.
Recognize these
Hey!
faces. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
You guys really know Jessica, obviously, because she
Oh,
knows
yeah.
more about you guys.
Yeah, she's us. She's one of our family. She's our girl.
You know, Jessica told us the story. We're here to help. I can't imagine what it was like to lose a daughter in combat. That sounds like a pretty amazing girl.
Yeah, she was, huh, babe? I'm very proud of her. And anyway, she's still with us.
Well, we're here to make Lori's dream come true. Get you guys a house that you can raise kids in. That's our plan for the week. Now, do you guys want to hear what you guys are going to be doing this week?
Oh, yeah.
Well, how does going to Orlando, Florida to Walt Disney World? Well, guys, we only have a week. So here's what I need to do. If you guys will show me the house, take a look around. Designers, there's a lot of you. Come up with a lot of ideas. Piestewa family, show me your place.
Let's go.
Terry and Percy, Lori's parents, took in the kids when Lori went overseas, and now they'll have them forever.
And her dream, of course, was she said she was going to build us a big house and come back and live with us. Which, of course, isn't going to happen. But we have the little one, so we're blessed. We're blessed to have the babies. Thank you for being here. I say it's tough, and it's never going to go away.
Percy and Terry were extremely proud of Lori and of Lori's service in the military. Lori comes from a family that has served for the military for a few generations.
I was drafted. You know, my number came up during the Vietnam War. But that's the reason why I ended up there. But Lori, she joined the military like to help her family, support her family.
Everything about her, you know, she was a strong person, and that's what I admired so much about her. You know, we're completely different. You know, I was a country girl from West Virginia, her from Hopi, but it was just something that was so strong between us. She was my best friend and sister. And thank you for doing this for them, making their dreams come true, and having a place to raise those kids. It means the world to them.
I tell you what, you people are completing the dream that she wished. And it's so great.
Well, this trailer that they're living in is almost 30 years old, and we could tell that it was starting to show signs of falling apart, basically.
Holy moly, look at all the stuff inside, man.
Oh, my.
Wow, it's like a museum.
When you walk into their house and you've got all of these Native American things on the wall looking at you, and It just feels very spiritual in there.
We have a lot of Native American cultural stuff here. And so you'll see all the kachinas and the bows and rattles, what they will receive from the kachinas.
All sorts of musical instruments, dream catchers, artwork.
Sand paintings, kachina dolls, Native American art, and walking in that house and seeing all the stuff. It was wonderful.
These are beautiful. And what do you call these dolls again?
Kachina dolls, most of them.
And that's just the name of them?
Hopi doll. We need to learn about his family, his tribe, and their place.
The house is also packed full with a lot of stuff that people have sent to honor Lori.
A lot of tribute to Lori.
This here was done for Lori's honor.
You can tell this family is a family that cherishes everything, and everything has some sort of meaning to them.
These usually represent the healing. We miss her a lot, of course, and I think a lot of it has to do with, it's going to have to do without her mother.
Man, I can't even begin to imagine what these kids are going through.
Brandon and Carla are two really cute kids who miss their mom a lot.
You ever think about your mom?
Yeah,
You miss her sometimes?
a lot.
I bet.
Brandon, 6 years old, the loss of his mother not returning home from the war is tough on him. He spends a lot of time in his room building things.
Oh, look at these. I loved these as a kid.
So what'd you make right there? What is that?
A tree,
A tree? That's pretty amazing. And what's that?
a duck.
So it looks to me like somebody's into some tiaras, huh? No? Not working?
Carla is so cute. She is just like a little princess.
She's got tiaras and dresses and crowns and shoes and all of the little things that little girls love.
What do you dress up as when you dress up?
A princess.
A princess?
She is sweet, looks just like her mom.
Yeah, beautiful girl.
She's not even afraid of her horse, which is, it's not broken yet. He's 3 years old. And and she'll get up, I'll put her up on him, and you know, not being broken, he's kind of skittish yet.
You got a horse you ride?
Yeah.
You ride a big horse?
What's his name?
Really?
You remember his name?
Arapaho Star.
Arapaho Star?
It's pretty wild that the only person that the horse lets ride it is little Carla, who's a 5-year-old.
He was presented to us in Oklahoma as from Arapaho Cheyenne tribe out there. And one of the top honors that they give a warrior is a horse. And so they presented the kids with a horse in honor of Lori.
Problem is, the horse is now kept at a neighbor's house because they just don't have the room to take care of this horse. So we need to do a little something about that.
Now, do you own this?
Yes, we own this.
Do you own the land it's on?
No.
Now, if you guys do retire, have you thought about where you want to live?
We thought maybe Flagstaff. I'm originally from Flagstaff. There's more opportunities in Flagstaff for kids that the kids can take advantage of.
The Piestewas owned the trailer, but did not own the land that trailer's on. So we needed to find a place where we could build them a house.
Coming up.
So guys, I got some good news. We're going to Flagstaff.
That's next on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
10 deserving high school seniors compete for the ultimate prize, one full-ride scholarship to the college of their choice.
Like, I have to make something good out of my life.
This is your life. The Scholar premieres Monday, June 6th, only on ABC.
So guys, are you ready to go on vacation?
We're ready. We're ready.
I'm in the limo. So Ty sent the family on vacation, and the design team got together and packed up all of Lori's memorabilia. I got all the dolls going in this box right here.
Hello, Tex.
So I called up this guy named Tex Hall, who's with the National Congress of American Indians.
I just met this Native American family who could really, really use our help. Basically, I need to find some land to build on.
He was like, quickly said, I think I have an idea.
Really? Dude, I'll tell the designers we'll start driving right now. See you soon.
So guys, I got some good news. So grab your boxes, let's load up the bus. We're taking a road trip. Load them up and move them out. Let's load up the bus. Let's go load up the bus, people. Let's go get some land. Look how beautiful this is here, you guys. Did you see this view?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful land. It's going to be hard for you guys to pull me back on the bus.
And we pull up at the base of this mountain that's like 12,000 feet high with snow caps. We're like, this is beautiful, but who's going to give us the land?
Hey, thanks for being here.
Awesome. Good to see you.
Hey, how are you? Good. Design team. This is Tex Hall.
Buddy, hello.
He's with the National Congress of American Indians, and I actually called him to see if we couldn't work out something for the family. So, Tex, how did it go?
This is such an amazing story, of course, of Lori Piestewa. We placed a call to none other than the San Manuel tribe in California. And so we have the tribal chairman here, Darren Marquez, and he answered our call with the sponsorship for this tie.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
We're so honored that this is the site.
So this is land?
Yes.
Amazing.
There's a snow mountains right in the background here. It's a sacred mountain, sacred peak.
The snow-capped mountains are in front of us and a valley below us, and absolutely just stunning land.
How much land are we talking about here?
It's roughly 5 acres.
5 acres. Wow. To see these two, Native Americans proudly standing there saying, yeah, we figured out a way to get you guys 5 acres for the Piestewas, just blows my mind.
Traditionally, you have to bless the land. So we all walk over and we're greeted by these men and women and kids.
This is a ritual among Native American culture, kind of thanking their creator for giving us this opportunity.
In the middle of that, I knew I had to go find us a builder who's going to build us a house, which wasn't going to be easy because we'd have to bring in our own water, our own septic, our own gas, and, basically building a house from scratch at the base of a mountain is not as easy as you'd think. So I actually had a helicopter come in, pick me up, basically take me off to go find a builder.
So we want to welcome you because this is something we call our designer meeting, and we do it every time we get together, we hash it out and figure what we're going to build for this family. So having you here it's a real honor.
I think we can easily go over 4,000 square feet because
Carla, that little girl is a princess. I think I just want to take over this room and give Carla just the ultimate pink princess room.
Absolutely.
But I'm thinking take it a step further and give her like a big one of those coach, like fairy princess beds.
Like the horse-drawn kind of thing? Oh, I love that.
Except her horse will be out in the corral.
Yeah.
Well, we got to bring it here. We have enough room. Let's build a stable and let's build a corral.
A big corral beats a chain link box any day.
So we'll talk about Brandon.
When we walked through Brandon's room, we found that box of Legos. So let's do an entire room out of those little blocks. You know what I mean?
What about colors, Michael?
I think that this is our palette. I think it should be earthy and calm and just like what we see here.
There was also a ton of stuff from the service and from people sending things to Lori that it would be great if we had a space for that, too.
Just not give her a space, but an entire room. Just Lori's room.
Got enough room.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Actually, I have some stuff from our old room down at Fort Bliss. We can add that in there.
That would be perfect. Really?
It would be like she's actually living there.
It's a big house, and Percy and Terry are getting older and they're retiring, so this has got to be a cost-efficient house.
So let's just use solar power and a wind turbine, use the natural elements to give the family what they need.
Jessica, just out of interest, are you able to swing a hammer?
Absolutely. I'll do anything for this family. I can't. Phone call. Hey, Ty?
Hello, design team. How we doing? How's the plan coming together?
Awesome.
Great.
Bennington, where are you and what are you doing?
I'm still looking for a builder, but I'll tell you this, it's not as easy as I thought. Do me a favor. Connie, if you'll take a pin and actually circle the master bedroom, I'd actually like to do Terry and Percy's bedroom myself.
Well, you have an amazing view to work with also, so you'll be really happy with that room.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, we have a lot to do. This is our biggest project probably to date. So, guys, put your hands in there. You too, Preston.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, guys, can we make it happen?
Yes!
Then let's do it!
Coming up on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
We saw some Native American veterans, and standing in front of them was a Native American singer who sang the national anthem. In Navajo.
That's next.
Hey, there he is.
That's a good sign right there.
incredible builder to build us a house from scratch out here in the middle of nowhere. I found Bert Silva and Peter Shea from Shea Homes. These guys have worked with us before. They know the drill. They know what needs to be done.
Shea Homes is a family-owned, family-run business. They built the Hoover Dam. They built the Golden Gate Bridge.
It's great seeing familiar faces, and we knew we were in good hands.
Guys, all I can say is we're really glad you're here. Hope you guys are enjoying your vacation. And here's the deal. You guys said you wanted to move to Flagstaff. Well, your wish just might have come true. Check it out. It's actually the most beautiful piece of property I think I've ever seen. Oh, my. And I think Lori would she'd love it here. And I hope you guys love it too. Now, of course, we got the land. Now we need to build a house. And that's where these guys come in. Talking about the guys from Shea Homes. Bert Silva and Peter Shea. They know Lori's story, and these guys, well, they want to make her dream come true.
Okay, team, you know why we're here. It's because of Lori. She gave her life to her country, which is an incredible thing. And the least we could do is fulfill one of her lifelong dreams, and that is to build a house for her family.
You got two great, warm, loving, selfless parents. You got two great kids. You know, they gave the ultimate sacrifice. They lost their daughter and their mother. And we want to do the very best thing that we can for this family because they're giving up their retirement years to raise their two grandkids.
Okay, now here's the point that I usually say, let's do some demo. But here's the deal. We don't have a house to tear down, which gives us a little extra time. And I thought it might be good if we did something really kind of special. Do me a favor, everybody. Take a look over there.
We saw some Native American veterans standing out in the wind, and it was so beautiful. And standing in front of them was a Native American singer who sang the national anthem in Navajo. It made perfect sense. It honored Lori, it honored the tradition that the family believes in so much, and it kind of put everybody on the same spiritual wavelength.
We all cheered and kept cheering because I'd never heard it sung so beautiful before in my life.
I'll never forget it. I never will forget it. His voice and the sound of those flags flapping in the wind was just unbelievable.
So Piestewa family, have a great time on vacation. And now it's time for me to say goodbye and officially yell, let's build a house!
So in about 8 hours, we're going to have this land all graded. It's been blessed, and we'll be ready to start building. We got walls waiting. So far, we're on schedule.
A lot of people just don't realize there are a lot of Native Americans out there that fought and died for this country and put their lives on the line.
They had me as a radio man out there in Vietnam. We manned at the 5-inch mount on the USS St. Paul.
I was with the 28th Marine. We invaded Iwo Jima.
So I was talking to these guys, these Native American veterans, and I'm hearing their stories and they're sharing their stories.
We need a place where the Native American veterans can get together and talk. For all tribal veterans, not just one tribe. That's what we need.
They're American veterans we're talking about. So I thought maybe we should try and do something about that.
Here's what I'm thinking. These guys put their life on the line for this country. They're Native Americans. So call me crazy. I want to build a building, a center for these guys.
Whereabouts?
I think I need you to go back to the reservation. Okay?
Tuba City.
Tuba City.
Oh, cool. So I was honored to be sent onto the reservation to help the Native American war veterans who wouldn't be.
Make it happen.
We will. Go talk to Bert and Peter.
Cool, man. So we enlist the help of Shea Homes again, and we kind of knock on the tent and we say, guys, Ty's given us a bit of a project.
Is there any way we could just portion off a little bit of the workforce?
Can you help us, please? Please.
Do I think Preston, Ed, and Ty are crazy? Absolutely. But they've got a great great idea, and we'd love to help the veterans. I mean, they've obviously done a lot of things for the country, and I think we could probably spare a few people here. So let's do it.
Everyone, grab your tools and follow us to Tuba City.
Let's go! Load up, people, load up. See you soon.
Take care, big man. Be safe. Wish us luck.
Coming up.
The Native American war veterans needed a place to gather.
Just got one little thing to show you guys. It's the building, and it's coming right down the street.
That's next on Extreme Makeover Home Edition. If you or someone you know deserves a home makeover, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover, to apply to be on the show.
It's the morning of day 3, and all I can say is it's a good day because a lot got done. They are now 5 hours ahead of schedule. These guys are kicking it into gear quite quickly. Right here is actually going to be the garage. Down there, the main house. Right here is going to be the memorial room for Lori. That's the last bit of concrete we need to pour. After that, it's floor joists and subfloors, and then we start bringing in some walls. So as you can see, these walls go together in panels. This one here is 40 feet long. They're 12 feet high, and these guys are cooking. We're still putting flooring in the back of the house over here. We've got insulation going in, but I've got to say, these guys are doing an amazing job.
All right, so check this out. Normally when you're thinking of hanging somebody's address, you think of these numbers that we're going to put onto their house. Well, we've come up with a much more natural way of doing it. We've carved their name and their address into this beautiful large folder. This thing weighs about 4 tons, so we got to be careful with it. We're going to place it right into this hole, and this is going to mark the entrance into the property.
So Preston and I, we are going to go to Tuba City and we're going to get a piece of land and we're going to build a war veterans complex, some kind of office for the Native American veterans.
Guys, thank you, thank you. Now listen, we all know why we're here. Lori Piestewa, she's got her wish for her family. Their family are going to be looked after, but there's a lot more people that can benefit from us being here. A lot of Native American past and present soldiers, people who have died for their country.
The problem was that we had a piece of land, but we can't pour a foundation and build a regular home in that amount of time. We only have a few days to do that project. So what we've done is call for a modular home. It's the only way to do it.
I just got one little thing to show you guys. It's the building, and it's coming right down the street.
Found somebody to drive one out there, put it together.
What are we doing on the outside again?
Gonna stucco it and look like adobe. So this is a start. We only have 3 days. So prefabbed housing is the way to go. We've got a very innocuous looking building, but we're gonna dress it up. We're gonna give it some treatments that'll make it look a little more in keeping with the landscape.
Are you Lynn?
I'm Len.
How you doing, big? Good. You've supplied this bad boy for us.
It's going to be a wonderful unit set up with offices and 2 conference rooms and everything for them. So that'll go.
Services already in the wall, sockets, outlets.
Everything's there. Electric's there, the kitchen's there, cabinets are there. When we get inside, it's beautiful.
You just slow down. Hey, no,
beautiful.
No peeking.
All right, Jessica, this is a big house. We got a lot of stuff to get. So we went shopping at Sears, and Jessica was my helper, and she really got into it. Awesome. I mean, she really got into it.
No.
Glad I asked for help.
Shopping with Michael is a blast.
It's getting a little out of control.
We're at the end of day 3, and you can see that we have our roof trusses being craned onto the top of the house.
So check these babies out. These beautiful architectural roof trusses are going to be the main feature of our house. They're all hand cut here on site.
And what a house. Take a look at this thing. In one day, we've seen this framing go up. The great room, right here it is at Ever Great. It's going to have a cathedral ceiling. And the way we're going to keep this house special is we are going to keep the whole house opened up to this view.
So beautiful. The sun's just setting right over the mountains right now. This land is magical.
It's really amazing that this view is always going to be a part of this family's home. And when you look at it, you really do feel like there's someone watching over you.
And we are so lucky that we were able to get this land, give it to the Piestewa family, build this amazing home. We've had amazing weather, everything's going good, and we can't ask for more. I truly think this land is blessed.
Coming up.
One of the great things that occurred for me, I got to meet two Navajo code talkers. Daniki?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Preston. Part of what we want to do here is bring attention to what you guys did by saving thousands of lives.
We had to devise our own Navajo code.
That's next on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
One of the things that I decided to work on for this house was a harvest garden so that the family could farm and harvest their own fruits and vegetables. This is nice color. I like this blue.
Yeah.
So I had Lee, who's a friend of the Piestewas, come with some friends of his to show me how to plant seeds traditionally. So I'm going to let you do it first and then I'll do it afterwards. You guys show me how to do it.
Kneel down like this.
Okay.
Then you just put in a handful like this.
About 8 seeds or so?
Seeds.
Okay. So the Hopis, this is a very important tradition. They believe that what you give to the earth gives back to you. So I got these.
There you go.
Put them in. It'll be really awesome so that the family will have their own food. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let you in a little secret. One of the projects in my secret room is actually, well, a lamp project. I'm gonna try and make some pretty cool lamps out of twigs. Look kind of a little bit like a lean-to with a lampshade over it. So I have a friend at a forestry company that actually said they'd bring me by some twigs, just a couple that hopefully will make the project happen. Oh, hey, oh, that's great. I got it. So all I really need is, well, this one right here. That's it. Thanks.
We're building everywhere with wood, except on our deck, because you know what? It's just like wood. It's just a composite material. You never have to stain it. You never have to paint it. So we got wood, not wood. Yet each one of them, every bit is good.
I want Carla to have a mystical, magical bed. So I'm going to make a kind of fairy tale coach.
So what I'm doing is just drawing out the coach bed just so that we can take proper measurements. That way I can take the measurements directly over to the wood and cut it out there, and this way we know it all fits together.
She loves dolls, she loves princessy things, she loves sparkly things, she loves pink things, so I'm gonna do a princess room for her and give her kind of a fairy tale feel.
All right, it's starting to take shape here. I'm gonna make 4 of these, 2 larger ones, 2 smaller ones, and they will go on my coach right there.
Like she's being ridden off to her castle with a horse-drawn carriage.
Hello friends and welcome to our second site. This is our Tuba City site. Now this is our brother site to the site down in Flagstaff. We've got 3.5 days to get this whole job finished. And basically what we're doing here is we're building a new complex for all the Native American war heroes of past and present. What we want to do, me and Preston, is we've got a beautiful double modular home there, but it's very flat on the front. And we want to knock that flatness off. And we want to try and keep it Native American looking. We can do it a little bit by getting some beautiful tree trunks. This is going to go flat against the front of the house or the front of our office.
I'm Preston.
I know you're Preston.
And you are?
Merrill Sandoval.
Daniki. Daniki?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Preston. Navajo code talkers were a fascinating part of World War II history. I got to meet 2 of the guys that did this. 2 of the guys that saved thousands of lives for people by using a Native American language. Egg, sick horse 3.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, it's how you say Bomb Hill 3.
Right.
Egg, sick horse 3.
It was so secret, even our own Marines didn't know.
Right.
They thought it was Japanese talking.
The code was designed to save lives.
During World War II, the Japanese were deciphering the Americans' code. And the Americans, I think, were kind of running out of options. They needed some kind of code that no one could crack. Someone came up with the great idea of using the Navajo people's language, which is like one of the oldest languages around and is unbreakable if you don't know it. You work work out what it is.
The planes were after birds, and ships were after fish.
It's the only code that's never been broken to this day.
When I spoke to Merrill and Daniel, they were quite succinct in saying that we have long hoped for a place on the reservation where we could meet.
I'm getting older and older, and I often wonder, in my lifetime, I'll see some kind of a veterans establishment or home.
So my plan is all coming together now.
Paul's in charge of basically, building Brandon's room. And Brandon loves building things with these little bricks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So Paul created his own style of bricks that were called Paulos. They're giant-sized bricks.
And then on the other side, these will be glued on. So you'll be able to stack one on top of another, one on top of another, one on top of another.
So he ended up making a bed for Brandon out of him.
You could actually take this bed apart and build something else. You should have a fun room, and that's what we're getting them. We're getting them a fun room.
Just ahead.
The state of Arizona recently actually renamed a mountain peak after Loy Piestewa. It's actually called Piestewa Peak. That looks awesome. Right? Okay. Right. Now that it's done, let's go for a hike.
And here's what's kind of crazy. Because it's so far away, we took a helicopter all the way down there.
Let's go for a ride.
That's next on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
The state of Arizona recently actually renamed a mountain peak after Loy Piestewa. It's actually called Piestewa Peak. The problem is, it doesn't have a sign yet, and I think we need to change that. Hey, Paige!
Ty came to Paige and I and said, hey guys, listen, I have an idea about putting a sign up on a mountain that would honor Lori.
I need you to make a sign for me, okay, that actually says Piestewa Peak, okay? It's actually in honor of Lori Piestewa. Okay. When you're done with that, I want you to go on a hike with me, okay? So I'll be back.
Paige and I came up with the idea of a sign that we'd use on top of the mountain, and off we went. The sign, in big letters, it said Piestewa Peak in honor of Lori Piestewa, mother, daughter, warrior.
What we wrote on that sign was true. I mean, she was a wonderful mother, a wonderful daughter, and a great warrior. She died for our country, and this is the least we can do to give back to her.
That looks awesome. You like? Okay. Right. Now that it's done, let's go for a hike.
And here's what's kind of crazy. Because it's so far away, we took a helicopter all the way down there.
You're not afraid to fly helicopters, are you? Let's go for a ride.
It's great, man. They made the sign. We got in the helicopter. They were so thrilled to be able to ride in this helicopter, too, and just checking out the beautiful country that we're in.
Man, check out that. That's an unbelievable sight right there.
Oh, my God.
We jumped into a helicopter and off we went to Piestewa, to the base of Piestewa Peak. We couldn't get to the top of it because there was no place for the helicopter to land, so we had to walk that.
I'm telling you, man, this heat is brutal.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
We're not quite there yet, though. We still gotta go all the way up there. Let's keep going. Okay, we're almost there. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, we made it to the summit. Take a look at this view, man.
While we were up at the top of the mountain, Ty thought it would be best to let the family know what we were doing there. And we did a little video check-in with the family.
Hello, Piestewa family. Okay, Ty. I don't know if you can recognize where we are right now, but we're actually at the very summit of Piestewa Peak.
You're at the top of the hill. Piestewa Peak.
I thought it was important, well, to take some time, come up here, and think about Lori for a minute. I also heard that, well, there wasn't a sign up here yet letting people know who Lori was and why she mattered so much to everyone. So Paul and Paige made this. It's a simple sign, nothing fancy, and I think that's the way Lori would have wanted it. It says, Piestewa Peak, in honor of Lori Piestewa, mother, daughter, and warrior. That's just some of what she was. I know she was a lot more than that, but at least it's a start.
I miss Mommy. Do you? Do you miss Mommy?
And now, we're going to do what we really came up here to do.
and just take a minute and think about Lori. It was very beautiful though, man. It's like Paul started playing a little song on harmonica, and Paige got a photo of Lori, and we all kind of got pretty emotional for a second. It's just, it really kind of hits you up there when you take a moment and you think about her. It was so worth it because once you got to the top and we took a moment just to sit and think about Lori and the fact that she lost her kids and her family, and she's no longer with us, but her spirit is. And her spirit will live on with that sign on top of that mountain, on that summit. And I think it's just a beautiful way of really respecting her and honoring her.
There's so many people that take this trail and hike this mountain and don't know the amazing woman that it was named after. Now they will.
We just sat there and took a few moments and took in the view and took in what we learned from our Native American friends here, that Lori is everywhere. She's in the clouds, she's in the water, she's in our animals, she's in the fields, she's everywhere. So what a wonderful way to end a day.
People ask, you know, what I miss about her, and it's her smile. But she's smiling. She's happy, just like we are right now.
It made me feel very happy that they could do this for us, and yet it was kind of sad because I could remember my daughter and the way she was, and it's very honoring that they could do this for us.
Coming up.
Hi, Ty. Hey, Carla. You remember when you and I were hanging out in your room and you told me that you were really into princesses?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I've got some friends that should be coming by right now.
I had a couple of friends of mine go by and say hi.
That's next on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Where did everybody go? We're not done yet, people! We're not done yet! We got a whole nother hour of show left, people! Where's everybody going? We got a whole nother hour of show left! Don't roll the credits! Don't do it! Stop rolling the credits! We're not done yet! Where's everybody going? We're not done yet! Seriously, people! Where is everybody?
Now, Extreme Makeover Home Edition continues.
Lori will be missed, but she'll never be forgotten.
A daughter's dream.
To build a home for her parents.
And her best friend's vow.
If something happened to one another, we would take care of each other's family.
The design team is determined to make both come true.
Everyone that was involved with this project this week was inspired by her.
Lori's purpose must have been to bring everybody together in harmony.
And honor the spirit of warriors past and present.
It's long overdue that we tell this story and bring to light their heroic contribution.
This has been the most emotional week of my life.
There's more.
Open for business!
Extreme Makeover Home Edition, right now.
Lori Piestewa is the daughter of a veteran and the granddaughter of a veteran, and she wanted to follow in her family's footsteps. And she was in Iraq, and her roommate was Jessica Lynch.
They made a pact to one another that if anything should happen to either one of them, they would come back home and take care of that other person's family.
It was a promise that I had made to Lori, and I'm going to keep that promise.
Jessica and Lori were part of a convoy, and they were ambushed.
Jessica eventually was rescued. However, Lori wasn't quite as fortunate.
Lori was actually the first woman to die in the line of service in Iraq.
Lori was basically raising her two kids as a single mom.
Our dream was to get money and come back and build a house for her parents so she could live in with her kids.
We're going to do this for Lori. It was Lori's wish, so.
I'm here in the storage bins that we have on site, and I have to catalog all the memorabilia that goes into Lori's room. These are all gifts that were given to the family from neighboring tribes, from the government, all things that honor Lori. There's just so much stuff. This is photos of Lori when she was at Fort Bliss, right before she was deployed. Some of these are family photos. Well, I think I found one of the focal points of our room. A lot of this are letters. My family would like to express our deepest sympathy to your family for one of the greatest sacrifices. Jim and Cindy, proud Americans. You know, all this stuff is really meaningful. I can find the things that are truly pertaining to Lori, to her life, to her service, so that when you go into this room that is Lori's, you're able to really sit and reflect on her life.
Vacation going?
It's going good. So I called the family while they were down in Disney World, and I know how much Carla is into, you know, princesses, and I wanted to give her kind of a dream come true.
Hi, Ty. Hey, Carla, you remember when you and I were hanging out in your room and you told me that you were really into princesses?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I've got some friends that should be coming by right now.
I had a couple of friends of mine go by and say hi.
Can you tell me what you see?
Cinderella.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
I had Cinderella and the little prince guy come by and like hang out with Carla, and she got to be a princess for a day, which was kind of nice.
Right, it's day 6. Family comes home tomorrow, and this is really when I need to kick it into gear. All these pieces you see here are the frame that'll make this bed. Basically, what we'll see here is kind of the framework, little glass coach, because it'll be see-through fabric that we're doing there. Since it's so big and we'll never fit this through the door, I've made it in sections. So this will come off, all of these come apart. When I get in the room, I'm gonna assemble everything there, add the fabric, and pretty much lock myself in there till the family comes home, because it's gonna take me a while.
In Arizona, there's 2 constants, sunshine and wind.
So we installed solar panels and a wind turbine for the family to basically collect energy.
When they're not using the electricity, we're looking at the meter going backwards. And that's what we're trying to do here, keep prices down.
We had a little bit of a competition going.
We're getting more energy out of the wind than I think you're getting on the solar panels on the roof, to be honest with you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got more power coming here through my solar panels than you do through your wind panel.
Eduardo, flip the switch. See what I'm saying? We're kicking some watts over here, and the wind is making it happen, buddy.
I'm sorry, Ty. I can't hear you. I got him good.
So there you have it. We've got the sun and the wind.
That is basically in Arizona every single day.
And we're using both of those to save about 2/3 of the utilities for the Piestewa family. It's unbelievable. It's the first time ever in Arizona, and I'm just glad we can be part of that. Using nature's elements and making it work for the good.
Usually we're a part of something that gives something back to a family. Me and Preston this week, we've been a part of something that has given something back to a whole community.
On our veteran complex, we're going to put a hogan. A hogan is a Navajo ceremonial building. It's a cleansing place. The Indians feel they need to do cleansing after battle. If you survive in battle, you're still damaged in a way in spirit. War veterans from the Iraq War can come back and actually cleanse their spirit in the hogan.
Basically, the pattern that we work with in terms of building a hogan, you always have a starting point, which is the entryway. Then we continue that all the ways around.
To make this hogan correctly and properly, we're using all Navajo men to build it. We're doing everything correct according with tradition, and it's going to serve the veterans of this war right now. So it's coming out wonderful.
Weighs a little.
Hey, you guys, unbelievable.
What brings you?
You guys have been busy. Well, I called the guys at Sears. You guys remember Bob Weir, right?
Preston, how are you? How are you?
So the project in Tuba City was going fairly well. The problem was it didn't really have any appliances. So I called my friends over the Sears American Dream campaign. They've helped us out before, and they really came through on this one.
These guys not only hooked the veterans up with brand new appliances, but they also got basically clothing for the entire reservation.
Sears brought you $335,000 worth of new men's, women's, and children's merchandise. We're going to outfit every family on the reservation.
So let's unload.
Let's do it. All right, man.
These are people that are still struggling because they're living on the reservation. And I think we kind of owe it to do something.
I feel a little like Santa Claus. So we started there right before sunset and worked giving out clothes into the night. Here, Derek.
Oh, yes.
Wear those new clothes to school and look your best, okay? Okay, very good. Oh, that's so sweet of you. The reactions of the families as we handed out clothing, you can imagine, it was a surprise. They were so grateful. It was a beautiful thing.
Oh.
Check it.
For Bria Chichi. Is that you, Bria?
Wow.
All I can say is, good job, Sears American Dream campaign. You guys, once again, came through to help us out.
Coming up.
As many Native Americans believe that spirits are carried in the wind, well, the wind arrived with the veterans.
Now, when I cut this ribbon, the Veterans Affairs Complex will officially be open. So here we go. It's now open for business.
That's next on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Extreme Makeover Home Edition on ABC, brought to you by Sears. Sears, good, great price.
Have you seen the remarkable Kenmore Trio refrigerator? Its innovative 3-door design makes finding food a breeze, even in the freezer. And you'll love your fresh food at eye level, with a place for platters below. Now we've added water in the door, something the whole family can appreciate. Mouth-watering, isn't it? Kenmore, innovations for the good life, only from Sears.
I'm working on a room that I think is the most important room in the house. It's Lori's room.
Hey, Connie!
Hi, Ty. Hi, Jessica. Hi.
So Jessica's got some pretty cool stuff she actually got from Fort Bliss.
The Army had shipped them to Jessica, and she wanted to give them back to the family, but I think it had been kind of hard for her to do that. And I think she felt this was the right time.
So I brought some items that were shipped from my home that me and Lori had in our room at Fort Bliss.
All the memorabilia, all the pictures, all of the awards, the medals, the plaques that she earned, the gifts that the family received in remembrance of Lori. Those are all going in this room.
Is that like her blanket?
Yes, this is the blanket she had on her bed before we deployed.
Okay. This family believes that Lori is still with them, and I want this room to embrace that.
Jessica, thank you so much, man. You've helped out in so many ways. So Connie, you got your work cut out, man. I know it's going to be awesome, but make sure this stuff goes in her room, okay? All right, we got to get back to it.
This week has been about honor, and it's about respecting people that sacrifice a lot for each other and for this country. As many Native Americans believe that spirits are carried in the wind, well, the wind arrived with the veterans.
I've never seen winds like I saw out here.
The actual reveal day was unbelievable.
And amongst the tributes in the procession was a riderless horse.
And the riderless horse symbolized all of the fallen warriors that haven't made it back from battle.
Native American war veterans, their contribution to our country is something we can never reciprocate properly.
And they've had a bum deal out of it. They've had a real bum deal out of it. And things could have been a lot different if we never had them. It's our job to take care of those people.
Any Native American war veteran that served has always had to go somewhere else, to a hotel or something, to have their conventions or gatherings of any kind. Now they finally have one place, albeit humble and small right now. They now have their own place where they can all gather.
Now, when I cut this ribbon, the Veterans Affairs Complex will officially be open. So here we go. It's now open for business.
The building on the inside is so comforting. It's peaceful, it's not chaotic, it's very spare.
It's not a place to dwell on and be sad. It's a place to remember the people and to celebrate, you know, the fact that they're still with us. How you doing? Thank you, guys. It's been an experience for an Englishman like me to be here.
It was one of our best efforts in a 3-day span. What we did there is something I'm proud of.
We went to every single room, the media room, took them through the main reception area, the kitchen, the bathroom, the 2 offices, and the conference room at the other end.
Look at this. America Online has now given the war veterans free computers and free membership and high-speed internet. So now they can communicate so easily.
That's your son?
I'm very happy.
I think it's something that should have been done a long time ago, and I'm just glad that I could be part of it.
But what made me go big time was when this Native American guy, he pulled out, basically it's an Iraqi banknote, and he said to me, I want you to have this. Are you serious? Yeah. He said, but you see all the signatures on it? And I said, yeah. He said, yeah, they're all my friends that actually made it home. Are they Native American soldiers?
Native American soldiers from Blanding, so they came back and they wanted to come back and give that to you.
Thank you, man. He gave it to me with tears in his eyes and gave me a big hug and said, thank you. And I just went, you're a gentleman, to blubbering wreck, because it just made me go big time. I'll tell you something, this is... And he was gone. As soon as he was there, he was gone. I thought I got emotional when my little boy was born, but shit, this has been the most emotional week of my life. Didn't know his name, didn't know who he was, but he thought enough of me for the work I'd done to give me something like that. Can you give me a couple of minutes, man? There were so many Native American people there thanking me for doing this for them.
My brother served in Vietnam, and this is just what we needed.
Don't you start me off again. I've just stopped.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
Oh, thank you. When we watched their faces and their gratitude and the things they said, it was so moving. You couldn't talk to any single veteran without them in their eyes conveying to you what it meant and what they'd been holding inside of them.
You're always welcome here.
I'll be back, don't you worry.
The day was moving and no one wanted it to end. Do you sign it for me? I don't want to leave.
Thank you so much. You don't realize what this has done for us.
There were some tears, there were some smiles, and there's, in the end, lots of laughter because so many people came together to make a really beautiful thing happen. And when you see right there in the center and you see the different flags flying of the different nations, it makes you just think about this country and think about how many people died in the service of this country.
So our tribute in stone, it read, in honor of all Native Americans who committed and sacrificed their lives defending the ideals of freedom and the United States of America.
And all I can say is, you and Preston did an amazing job in the complex, man. There's one last thing I need you to do. You guys were in charge of getting the horse.
Which was a gift to the family from the Arapahoes.
I gotta get back to the house. You and Preston handle the horse.
So as Ty took off in the helicopter, he told Ed and I to bring a Arapaho star with us.
Okay, so we're finished with Yuba City. We gave the veterans a new complex. It turned out amazing. Now we're headed back to Flagstaff to finish up the Piestewa house. So let's kick it into gear, people. We're flying home.
Coming up.
What's going on?
So did you guys bring a Arapaho star? Hi, boy. Hey, buddy. Shall we bring him out and put him in the corral?
Let's get him in there.
Cool. That horse is a Mustang. He's a little edgy, if you know what I'm saying.
That's next on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Tomorrow, we'll take you where no other show goes on the incredible season finale of...
How'd they do that?
See how we built this center for Native American veterans in honor of this Hopi woman.
This building is our way of saying thanks.
All new tomorrow at 8, 7 Central, only on ABC.
This is it, man.
Piestewa. You gotta be kidding me. When Ed and I returned with Arapahoe Star, wow, what a home.
Go away for 5 days, man, and they build a house that big. I kind of now know what a family feel like.
What's going on? So did you guys bring Arapahoe Star?
We did. He's following us behind.
Oh, fantastic. Hi, boy. Hey, buddy.
Man, he is beautiful. Shall we bring him out and put him in the corral?
Let's get him in there.
Cool.
All right.
That horse is a Mustang that's 3 years old. It's a young stud male.
How chilled out would he be?
He's a little edgy, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, buddy.
But somehow Carla is able to tame the beast.
I would ride him, but to be honest with you, he makes me a little skittish. And I can't believe a 5-year-old can ride that thing and I can't. But then again, I really don't want to get bucked. Not right now.
So Paul, well, he needed some help. So I called in some experts.
We just show them that that Apollo is every bit as good as a brick.
He took the little tiny bricks, fashioned them larger, gave them a new name. They're now Apollos.
What do you think? Huh? What do you guys got done?
These guys are like craftsmen when it comes to small bricks.
Look at these lamps. These will go on Brandon's table right next to his bed. And then they're using all of the bricks for drawer pulls.
I've never seen such cool structures made by so many, really caring people. It was an awesome thing.
They just never really grow up. Last night, a lot of good things happened. One thing that happened that's really cool is our hardwood floor went down.
And new countertops.
Stack stones going up on our fireplace here. Indian River slate is all down.
We got fridges, stoves, washer and dryers.
The color's terracotta, which matches what we're doing here in Arizona. And it's good to see these things going in because that means construction's just about done. We'll be able to start moving in furniture later on tonight. So it's all good here.
So what we're doing right here is we're paying homage to a traditional Native American craft, and that is the basket weave. And we're using copper. We take the copper, cut it in strips. This is going in the dining room. We're making a 10-foot by 10-foot basket weaving like this. And as soon as this is done, we actually fire this to create the patina.
I'm taking care of the grand room and the kitchen and all of the common areas, but I'm also taking care of a really fun room, and that's a playroom for Brandon and Carla. And I've always wanted to do one of those ball pits.
Time to start loading them in. 1, 2.
So I'm building the biggest, baddest ball pit you've ever seen.
It's the night before the family comes home, and we got 3 truckloads of furniture ready to move furniture into the house. The question is the house ready to move furniture into? What's all that about?
I just want to thank you guys for an absolutely heroic effort. We brought the dream of Lori Piestewa to reality. Without people like you, there's no way we could get this done. So thanks.
Are you guys saying the house is finished?
It's yours, baby. Go do it.
Now all I got to do is find a bunch of big movers to move some furniture in.
These guys built a fantastic house. But then it was time for me to find some really big movers to help move this furniture into the house. Well, I did something kind of cool. I actually called the Arizona Army National Guard.
Wait, you got to feel they're in the groove? So people, I got the Army National Guard. Yeah! Now, Jessica, you know how to give some orders, right? Well, these guys know how to follow orders, so do me a favor. Give these guys the order to move furniture in this house.
Let's do it!
All right, people, let's start moving some furniture in the house!
She's been here all week, just helping us out, and she wanted to make sure, we got this thing perfect.
Come on, come on, come on! Let's
Straight ahead.
move!
And to hear her scream through the megaphone was just a blast.
Let's move it!
Let's do it. Not so much.
So this is how you use the megaphone. You want to crank it up as far as it'll go. Let's load in some furniture!
I did actually learn a lot of stuff this week.
Try it on Michael. Go ahead.
Michael, let's load!
It's got to come up from here.
Michael, let's go!
It feels good, doesn't it?
It does. Come on, let's move it!
I want to Let's move it, Connor! I want your DOR!
I think Ty is very nice.
It's gonna be a long night! You can say that again, sister!
I'm gonna be crazy after this.
So our family comes home tomorrow, and the wind's really blowing. And that means to the Hopi that the spirits are coming. And I don't think it's just the Hopis that are coming. I think it's the Navajos, it's fallen veterans, it's everybody. It's just a lot of people are really coming to see what's going to happen tomorrow. So bring it on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, that's probably good. All right, that's really good. I think you did good there. Right, we got a full house, I'm sorry.
Just ahead.
Bus driver, move that bus!
Lori's purpose must have been to bring everybody together in harmony, because this is just awesome.
That's next on Extreme Makeover, Home Edition. If you or someone you know deserves a home makeover, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover, to apply to be on the show.
You guys can grow up in this beautiful house, and we can all be very happy from now on.
The Piestewas never really actually lived in a house. Very simple people who are happy with whatever they have. And I think it's just awesome that we could give them something they've never ever had.
Welcome home, Piestewa! Hey, Terry! Hey, Jessica's here. Hi there, Corda, how are you? Hey, what's happening? Hey,
So good to see you. Actually, it was a lot of mixed emotions. I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. It's kind of overwhelming, but it was a good feeling to know that we were blessed with all the people who were there. It was just amazing to know that that many people care about us and love our family and are in support of what was happening. It was awesome to see. It was very heartwarming.
Now, when you guys left, you were living in a trailer on reservation property that wasn't yours. We wanted to make Lori's dream happen and give you guys a house, could honor Lori in, and also Brandon and Carla could grow up in.
Yes.
Well, I think when you see what's behind that bus, you realize how special it really is. 5 acres on the most beautiful land I've ever seen. You know that our hearts are with you guys, and our hearts are with Lori.
Thank you.
And in fact, I think her spirit has been with us all week.
Oh, yeah.
Blowing right through you.
Yes, she has.
I just had that moment that I just knew that Lori was around. This is all happening because of her. And so I didn't know what to feel at that moment.
Are you guys ready to see your new house?
Yes. Yes.
Well, then you know what's about to happen. Well, here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
bus driver, move that bus!
When they pulled the bus out of the way, I didn't know what kind of expression to give, because it's just an awesome feeling that things was happening to you. It's just an awesome thing to experience.
Oh, man! It's a dream come true.
The design team, all 7 of them.
Oh, thank you.
the Piestewas, they were hugging everyone. And when they finished hugging you, they would hug you again.
These people are so appreciative. We could have built them anything, and they would have been thrilled.
They're warm and they're loving, and this whole week has been the best possible.
I don't think I've ever heard a family say thank you so many times.
That all of a sudden the wind started blowing stronger than it had the entire week.
The mum and dad with the kids, with Jessica and Laurie just blowing through. Everyone was there.
The memory of this project and the efforts of people to help the Piestewas and bring light to Laurie and others is a memory that can live now for millions of people.
We wanted to make sure we face the house toward the east. Thank you. So you guys are greeted by good spirits and the sun every morning. Great. Thank you. So let me ask you this. Would you like to see the inside of your house?
Yes.
Well, then what do you say we go check it out?
Okay, let's do it. I really didn't know what to expect. We had no idea what kind of building that they were going to make us. The doors were big, and I was just in awe. Oh, man! That little patio there, and they had that fireplace going. I said, oh, man, this is nice.
Do me a favor. Walk through that door.
We felt so humbled just to get what we were going to get. And it didn't matter what it looked like or what type of material that was in there. Whatever we were going to get. And what we got was just awesome. Whoa! Look at this house. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Beautiful, you guys. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Not only can you feel the physical stuff, but you can feel how much love they put into the house. You can just feel the love.
Oh, look at that. There's all your hornets. There he is.
Oh, you guys.
Grandma, look at the kitchen.
Look how big it is. It's absolutely huge. I think this room is even bigger than the trailer you left back in Tuba City. Here's the deal. Not only in this room, but throughout every room in this house, the ceilings are a whopping 12 feet high.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This house will always welcome people.
Oh,
always.
Thank you. It will always be an open house to everybody. It's just awesome. There's so many people. There's so many loving, caring people in the world. It's hear all the bad things that happen in the world, and you don't see enough of something like this. The beautiful, caring people like you, like Jessica, who are willing to put their lives on the line for all of us, and then come back again to honor a pact that she made with her friend. And the diversity of the ethnic backgrounds, all the people out there, all of you. Laurie's purpose must have been to bring everybody together in harmony, because this is just awesome. Just awesome.
God, you're a wonderful woman.
Just amazing.
Just ahead.
This is beautiful, you guys. It's too awesome.
That's next on Extreme Makeover, Home Edition.
If you're a rotten kid,
I'm Violet Beauregard.
I don't care, and you don't listen to Willy Wonka,
Back off, you little freaks!
interesting things will happen to you.
I'm good.
Johnny Depp.
Thank heavens, he's completely unharmed.
In a Tim Burton film.
You're really weird.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Rated PG. In theaters and IMAX July 15th.
Well, here's what happens next. You go check out the rest of your house. Go check it out.
Oh, my goodness. A princess room.
Carla is so beautiful and so amazing.
Have a good day, Grandma.
She's been through so much, I just wanted to give her the best.
The bed was so pretty. Can I take Grandma's over here?
Yeah. She loved it. She couldn't be any happier. She's gonna have a ball. Let's go in that door. Oh, what is this? Look at all your princess clothes. New shoes? Oh my goodness. Look at
Come here, Grandma, come here. Come here. Princess clothes, princess clothes.
Gosh, she loves all the princess things. She's a princess herself.
This is just beautiful. Do you love it?
I love it. Thank you, Paige. I'm in heaven.
Oh my gosh, Brandon, what is this?
Everything's made out of Legos.
It was brick by brick by brick by brick. There must have been like over 40,000 bricks in there.
Oh, on the wall, on your dresser, on your bed.
Oh, so cool. He's going to enjoy that place. Now move that bus.
Grandma, look it. There's a hole in the mouth.
Oh, you have a mouse in there?
I think that is so awesome because it is going to help his creativity.
My own computer.
I always thought maybe it was too young for one, but I guess not.
This room rocks. I really, really love my room.
Okay, so who's ready to see some more house?
Me. Whoa. Oh my goodness, look at this.
It's a playroom! It's a playroom!
I scared the kids to death. But after that, we got into like this big, plastic ball war.
So check it out, there's balls everywhere.
27,000 balls.
27,090 of them.
The ball pit was so cool.
Wow, look at
this is neat,
And whatever you do, don't open this up, guys.
More balls! There's not just balls in there.
A game?
It's a video game! So Carla, you can play video games over there. And Brandon, you can play video games right here.
That is one exciting place for the kids.
You guys are exceptional people. I'm in awe of your spirit and your courage and what you guys have been through. Well, I made your bedroom my secret project. So do me a favor. Go take a look.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, how pretty.
Oh, gosh, look at this.
My master bedroom was awesome. I love it.
Oh,
my
man.
gosh.
Oh, man, it's really something.
Oh, this is more than a dream come true. It's still like a dream. I'm sure it's going to be like a dream for a long time.
Ty, this is beautiful.
I'm 57 years old, and this is the first time that I will actually be living in a real house.
To sleep on the floor anymore.
Ty has learned a lot about the native culture. My gosh, he put in the different artifacts to represent a lot about us.
This is just amazing. You did a lot of learning and a lot of studying.
All week has been a learning experience for everyone. We've learned so much about so many different other cultures. And together, we can all make life a little easier, a little better, and great things can happen when you work together. So guys, there's one last room. Well, it's Lori's room. Now, your daughter was a hero. She sacrificed her life. Everyone that was involved with this project this week was inspired by her. And we were all touched. And so guys, go on in and check it out.
This is beautiful, you guys. This is too awesome.
When you walk into this room, you have a sense of who Lori was and the she lived. Lori as a soldier, as a daughter, as a mother, as a friend.
You just could go in there and just sit. You don't have to say anything, just remember the memories. We can feel her energy and her spirit that's still with us in there, and it's so nice.
This is just beautiful.
Lori was such a great woman, and I think the room is just a great dedication to her. The kids, whenever they want, they can go in there and speak to their mom and just talk to her, or just, you know, if they want, just go in there and cry.
Carla, when she misses her mommy, she always says, I miss my mommy, and so we always tell her, well, remember the good things about your mom, and now we can bring them in and say, well, look, this is what your mommy was all about. This is what everybody thought of your mommy, so.
Look at this, kids.
What do you think?
This is your mommy's room.
It's awesome. Look at Mommy's grave.
Yeah.
Just the one big picture in the front tells the whole story. All these letters came from Mommy. She lived a wonderful life. We didn't have a lot of material things, but she was able to do what she set out to do, and she came full circle.
It's Mommy's better.
Yeah. And she's still making her dreams come true. She's still making things work out for us and for the kids. And we know that she'll be there the rest of our lives taking care of us.
Just ahead.
Lori right now is looking down on us and says, there you are. My wishes has come true for you. I wanted a house for you and my kids, and I know it has come true.
That's next on Extreme Makeover, Home Edition.
If you want to learn more about charities that help Native Americans and veterans, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover.
One of her wishes was to build a home, not just for her kids, but for us.
Good morning, Piestewa family!
This tremendous family lost their daughter and mother.
I can just picture some of the kids in some of these clothes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Keeping you warm in the wintertime.
Thank you.
Move that box!
Look at the oven.
Oh, look at that thing.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, that's you with your mom.
But look at my mom up there.
This is what your mommy was all about.
It's Mommy's better.
Yeah, this is your bedroom.
Oh, they put Myrtle in here. Look at this.
She'll always be here with us.
Guys, go check out your backyard.
Oh my gosh, look at all of this.
Wow, look at this. That is cool. I had that little fire pit out there, and look, everybody could just sit around in the summertime and just absorb mountain view during the daylight hours.
Just to walk around and enjoy the scenery, the mountains, the snow, the rain.
All right, look at that. It's just one big picture. It's so beautiful.
Hey, look who's talking to us. Arapaho Star.
Hey, big guy. He heard us.
There's not any human on this planet that horse will let ride, except little Carla.
Your Arapaho Star's here, huh?
Carla's a fearless little girl, just like her mom was. It was so beautiful to watch when Carla saw the horse. Those two have a very special bond.
I can't believe the Arapaho Star is letting her ride it. Like, we put him in here, he's a little feisty.
Yeah.
He's not even broken yet, but she's the only one that he'll allow to ride him.
I can't believe that. It's so awesome.
You never
Look at him. How you doing? You like your new house? He's happy to see us, son.
Yeah.
I think Arapaho's really happy now.
We got a new barn, a new stable.
This is fantastic.
A perfect place for a beautiful horse.
Yeah.
Arapaho has a new house. Arapaho thinks it's awesome. Arapaho.
So I told the family to put Arapaho Star away and to meet me over by the fire pit in the backyard.
We're gonna meet Bert Silva, Peter Shea, and Rob Pig from Shea Homes.
The guys from Shea Homes, Bert Sullivan and Peter Shea, handed over the keys to the house. And then they did something amazing.
I know that Lori is looking down on us today with a smile.
Yes.
Knowing that both of you and Brandon and Carla will be together in this beautiful home.
You know, it's been a real honor for us to build this house for your family and for Lori. As a final gift to you, to help you in the transition to your new home, the Shea family would like to give you $50,000.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Boy, that's great.
That's like it's just taken all this weight off of my shoulders, you know, because I don't have that financial burden of wondering how am I going to find a place for these babies to live.
Lori right now is looking down on us. It's just... There you are. My wishes has come true for you. I wanted a house for you and my kids. And I know it has come true. And I know she thanks you. She thanks you so much for giving us this beautiful place. In spirit, she's here, and we're gonna always miss her, and I know it's gonna be great. I mean, they're not gonna lose sight of their mother ever, and I know it's gonna be good. Thank you.
You know, as we stand here and under this beautiful creation that God has given us, Father Sky, Mother Earth, Grandfather Sun, God has created so many wonderful things for us, but not only that, He's also blessed us with friendship and love. You could just feel the love that they shared with us, the true feelings of emotions of how Lori has touched them. How can it not be a blessing for everybody to be there working together for a common cause as one? And it would be so awesome if they can all go home and remember to continue loving their neighbors, continue to remember to love their families, continue to remember that we're all one. And if we can all learn to get along, the world will be such a happier, more blessed place. We're so humbled by all the wonderful, caring, loving people, and thank you just doesn't seem like enough. We're very, very grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and Hopi.
To find out more about the products used in tonight's show, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover. Air transportation provided by Southwest Airlines.
Let's go, Eduardo. Let's plant some flowers. Let's get busy. Let's bring this family home. Don't laugh at me. Hold my head.
Here, give me your head. I was really down here. I know. I thought so.
Back here is where all the magic happens.
How'd they do that?
See? Tomorrow night on How'd They Do That.
It's the season finale, and I think it's gotta be big.
See how we changed the Piestewa's lives forever. Exclusive looks into very special projects.
Oh, jeez.
Plus, Tide's secret room.
I'm gonna go find me some twigs.
The stories you didn't see tonight.
All of these people coming together to build a...
Monday.